prepare to laugh. It's the Drunk Dash Nerds podcast.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 16 of the Drunk Nerds podcast. I am your host for this week, the Jack of Hearts. And with me, as always, is the impregnable, the unholy, the otherworldly Knuckles. How you doing, dude?
I am alright, and I'm surprised to go first. I can't wait to talk about what we've been playing and what's been going on.
Oh, man.
I'm really not in the mood anymore. I don't want to do this now. It's like, yeah, I can't even fake it.
Knuckles is menstruating.
It's his time of the month again.
Hopefully there's no bears. Hopefully there's no bears around because they can smell you menstruate.
Oh, what?
But I'm good.
Anchorman
I'm good. How are you doing,
Well, you know,
Jackie
man,
boy?
I could be doing a lot better, but this really ties into what we've been playing, pretty much. But let's just say I've just been having a pretty shitty day. But before we get into what we're going to be talking about, I just want to say, hey, Gingerboy, how you been doing, man? Your best Breaking Bad expression?
What's that? I'm doing great.
That also ties into what we've been playing, because I posted a picture earlier of me finding
Okay.
I'll get into it in a minute.
I'm doing fantastic now. I'm on a cloud now. No, I'm doing pretty good. Day off was today, so that's pretty nice.
It's always...
Played a lot of GTA. It was pretty fun.
No, let's be honest. No, you
I
didn't.
played a couple hours. I played for a little bit. I played for quite a bit this morning, and then I didn't play again in the afternoon. I got a lot of things going on. I got big things going on. There was some drinking in there, and then there was what else did I do today? Drinking today.
That Kogi's
That
too.
Then I think there was a little more drinking involved. And then I was watching baseball playoffs, so that's kind of been my day. Yeah.
Okay, that's been
I actually
pretty lame.
forgot that was going on.
Yeah. Hey, Indians and Rays are playing right now.
Wow. Oh, cool.
I'm not watching the game anymore, though. I turned the TV off.
Yeah, smart idea.
I should be, though. I'm going to turn the TV back on. Remote is found.
Well...
What is this? What am I watching? What is...
Well, anyway...
Keep us on track.
Well, anyway,
What the hell is this?
let's just go on ahead and just go into what we've been playing, and by playing, we pretty much have been playing, like, just one solid game. If you haven't figured it out already, it's been pretty much GTA 5.
Oh. Is that what we've been supposed to be playing this week? I got the wrong message.
I thought we were still playing Captain.
Oh, that's a good game. I should go back to play that. You know, I repurchased that like 2 months ago, and I played it for like 4 or 5 hours straight, and then I didn't go back to play it ever again after that. But I've already beat the game like twice, so it's not really that big a deal. But the game's awesome.
Alright, so what were your endings in Captain?
I actually ended up getting the same ending both times. Yeah, even though
Really?
I tried to...
Alright, wait, whoa. Alright, now,
We've been
what were
playing
we playing?
GTA 5. So...
Oh, I've been playing GTA V. I bought the wrong game, didn't I?
Yeah. You think the Walmart clerk will get mad if you bring it back?
They might be upset with me. They shouldn't have told me. I wanted 5. I said 5, not V.
Well, anyway, to get back on the topic here, mostly my day has been consistent of, a lot of the technical difficulties of GTA 5, pretty much. I got the game like about a couple of Saturdays ago. I've played like about 25 hours, and I've had a pretty interesting, I would say interesting experience with the game. I mean, I've loved a lot of the factors that have gone in it, but after about completing 44 missions and playing for that long, I've come across a bad glitch. Now, I've been reading a lot of technical stuff on Rockstar Games' website where people are having problems where they've completed certain missions, but yet they try to go to another mission marker and the thing won't start. So I'm in a situation here as I cannot switch to any other of my characters. I'm controlling Franklin at the moment, and I try to go to Michael's house to start a mission, and the mission doesn't prompt. It does not start at all. And I've already finished like a lot of the other missions as Franklin, so I'm stuck.
Alright, you say you've done about 44 missions and you're stuck at...
I'm stuck
at
as Franklin, yeah.
And you're stuck as Franklin, and you have to go to Michael's house. That mission is where you just Trevor and Michael are at Trevor's house in the desert because they've been exiled, and Trevor's kidnapped that Mexican guy's wife.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's
right?
exactly. But
and you go to Michael's house as Franklin to ask where the fuck is he at, because he ain't home.
Oh, so let me get this straight. I'm supposed to go and just like pretty much, okay, where the hell is he at? I'm supposed to travel over to where Trevor's place is at? Oh, that really makes...
No. It goes into a cutscene once you hit that spot, and it was like he'll knock on Franklin will knock on Michael's house and whatnot, and
well, yeah, I have not gotten that prompt. I've tried everything. I've tried downloading the recent patch.
Do you not have okay, what is it?
I got another save, but that's like about like around 45%. I've got like a 48. It is not that different, really. I'm still at that same point.
I'm pretty sure I would rather play from 5 missions back than
yeah, I know, and I don't think I'm not too sure if I would go back just to start over again, but the thing about it is...
Or now that the online's come
true.
out, you don't really need to.
But the thing is, I've deleted the patch for it, I've deleted the install, I've actually backed up my save to the cloud at PSN Plus, and I've done all the various other stuff, and I have still yet to go ahead and initiate that cutscene. So that's pretty much my extent of it.
Yeah, I would just go up to your back.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that a little bit later, but
like I've beaten the game. I have no problem.
So you haven't encountered any type of glitches beyond what you posted on YouTube?
I've had. Oh, that wasn't a glitch. That was me just fucking with Trevor. And I could jump in, jump out, and use as many times as I wanted to. Because there was out of that video, there was still 15 minutes of me just sitting there fucking with him.
Well, here's pretty much my experience has been with GTA 5. I've encountered random glitches where Franklin would go like for these particular type of assassination missions, and he's going to the payphone. He's talking to Lester, and as he's talking to Lester, I see the phone just start to like hover, like not only just behind his head, but also there are certain times where I'd be inside stealth mode and stuff. I go up to the phone, and I'm still in stealth mode, and my head's clipping through the freaking telephone booth. And the phone is like where it's supposed to be, like Franklin's head.
Well, see, we're also specify that you're playing on the PS3.
That's
I'm
true,
playing
too.
on 360. And, I haven't done it. Only real problem I have is pop-in.
I have some random pop-in as well, but it's not really that obvious inside the single player. But for GTA Online, oh my gosh, you go through that initial... I went through that initial, like, intro scene twice in order to try to get in on GTA Online, and I have not really had too much success with it. I've ended up creating a character twice just to try to see if I can get into a session. My last time dealing with it was I created a character, went to do the first race session, and it was just trying to create the session for like about 10 or 15 minutes. So
yeah, well, I wouldn't say it's like it was day one. We were recording on Wednesday night, and GTA Online launched last night, and it was day one. So
I guess I can cut in here. I literally was having the same issues, which is kind of upsetting because I had today off, so I was hoping to like stay up and like play the game late, and then I could play a little bit today. and I tried twice last night, and I had the same issue. A lot of people had the same issue as you, Jack.
Yeah.
You create your like, I guess because it launched at midnight on Tuesday, and I guess pretty much up until Tuesday afternoon, most people couldn't even get into it, and then on Tuesday night, people were able to create characters, and I guess more and more people were able to jump in.
Yeah.
But basically, I had the same thing where I could create my character. I did the first cutscene when Lamar picks you up from the airport.
Yeah.
And then you go to start the race. You go into the circle to start the race, and it just sits there. It says waiting for other players, and it just loads for 3 or 4 minutes. And I tried twice last night. It didn't work. And
Well, see, for me, like I had, I started after I got out of school Tuesday, or yesterday. So, I started. I had no problems. I got my I created my character. I had created my character, no problem. Then went into the game online. I waited probably about 15 to 15 minutes on the starting, for the race sequence. I was waiting for players for probably about 5 minutes, pretty much. And then I started the race and finished the race. Had no real problem with it. And but it wasn't until after I got done with the mission for it to kick me off, and I was like, let's have the tutorial out of the way.
Yeah.
And
I tried again this morning, and I was able to so I was able to walk around and go around the city, but it kept telling me go to the race trigger. And I go to I go where the blue circle was to start the race, and the blue circle wasn't there, so I couldn't even start the race.
Wow.
So I just left, and then I just literally tried half an hour before we started recording, and I finally got on, and I just did the race, and it froze on me. So I had so I turned it back on, and I played it up, and I just played it again. I did a couple more missions, and that was the first time I was able to get into it. And I'm still doing the tutorial, I guess. So.
But for me, it's after that sequence, I got kicked off. Finished the game, and then just ended up back online around 7 p.m. And I was playing till about 3 a.m. and from 11 to 3 with 11 to 3 being with fishermen from the Talking Ship. But I have some problems, but I haven't been having as many problems as people have been talking about. But
yeah,
I do understand it's launch day, not everyone's going to get in.
What's annoying to me though is that there's a lot of people online saying, because people are complaining obviously about it, and to me it's everybody's I see a lot of people online complaining about how are you guys complaining for something that's free. I'm like you guys aren't paying for the online. I'm like, but we paid for the game.
That's very true.
And I think we have a right to complain about this.
Yes,
because
we do.
This, to me, personally, that was a big selling point. I don't care much about doing the Grand Theft Auto stuff, the single player. I'm going to do it. It's there, kind of like Call of Duty. I'm going to do it because it's there. And it's something to do when my friends aren't on or whatever. But
I'll tell you right now, some of those single player missions.
Yeah, they are.
I'm enjoying the game. I am. Okay, so we recorded last week. The reason why we didn't have an episode last weekend was because we recorded episode 16 last week, but Knuckles' audio screwed up.
And
I'm not throwing you under the bus. I'm just letting the people know why there was an episode last week. And in it, I kind of discussed. I told the guys basically, with me and Grand Theft Auto games is, I'm enjoying it. I'm about 10, 11 hours into the game. I just bought it 3 or 4 days ago.
Wow.
And I haven't got a lot of time to play it. So up until last night was the first time I got a chance to actually sit down and play it for a good amount of time. And I get to this point with every Grand Theft Auto, every Rockstar game really, Red Dead Redemption and everything like that. After about the 15-hour mark, I kind of get bored with the game.
Really?
And I'm not quite there yet. Yeah, I mean, I get it's just kind of I do all the missions, I get bored of the missions, and I just goof off for a little while. And I get bored of goofing off, and I kind of go back to the story missions, and I'm like, that was kind of boring. And then I just stopped playing it. I have bought and played every Grand Theft Auto and Rockstar game, or not Grand Theft Auto, probably every Rockstar game, and I keep getting that same point, Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption, where I just get bored of the game. Like, Bully was the only open world Rockstar game I think I've beaten. That and Max Payne 3 are the only two games I've beaten of Rockstar's. And
well, to tell you the most, I really don't like Max Payne. I didn't like Max Payne 3 or Bully.
Oh, I love
couldn't
Max
stand
Payne
Bully.
3. I don't know what, that game was fantastic. Bully, I mean, to be fair, at the time when I bought it for 360, when they remade it for 360, and a lot of me playing through that game was at the time a girl I was dating. Like, I was trying to get her into gaming because she hated gaming, like, and me playing video games mainly. And I was trying to get into her, and this is like the first game where like she got into. And she just going around, just doing all the side crap, just run around the town, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And that was really the only reason why I think I played through the game all the way through before I got bored of it. Because I bought it on PS2 when it first came out, and I did the same thing. I played for like 10, 15 hours, got bored, quit playing it. And I think the only reason I went through that game was because my girlfriend at the time was enjoying the game. I think Max Payne 3 was the first Rockstar game where I beat it, with on my own. I actually really enjoyed the game. But going to Grand Theft Auto 5, I'm enjoying the game. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going bonkers over it like everybody else is, where it's 10 out of 10. Those games is like could be one of the best games of the year.
I would disagree.
I would give it, if I was gonna give it a number, I'd probably give it a 9.
Okay. I don't want to give it a number yet
10.
because I want to do online. You beat the game last night, you said.
I beat the game, and then I put about 5-6 hours into it online.
I'm way too early in the game to put a full number on it. I would say right now I'm enjoying it. I don't know if I'd go the 9 route out of 10 if we're giving it a number. But I mean, I would say this: if I was to make my game of the year list, I don't know if this would make my top 5.
Oh, I'm thinking.
Let's not do it yet. We can say it for the end of the year.
Oh no, I'm just thinking. I was like,
I'm just thinking right now and what's coming out. There's other games. Like, the reason I didn't buy this at launch is because I was worried about this. I just pretty much I bought into the hype of Grand Theft Auto, like I always do. I always it's like Halo, Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto. Every time they come out, I'm like, I'm not buying it. And then like 2 weeks down the line, all my friends are playing it. I'm like, oh, God, I better buy that game. I buy it, and then I have time in it. Like I end up regretting it. Like I didn't even beat Halo 4. I didn't beat Halo 3. It's like I barely played Call of Duty. Like the last two Call of Duties, I barely played them. So it's just.
I'll just be honest. Those last two.
Well, they weren't very good,
shit.
no. But I mean, even still, it's like. Like I've said many times, like those games are more. I don't play them so much because I find them super fun. It's a fun way to interact with my friends, and I was just so bored of them. I didn't even care to I'd rather not play the game and talk to my friend. Like I'd rather I can either like play the game and talk to my friends, or not play the game and not talk to my friends. I would rather not play the game and not talk to my friends. That's how bored of those games I am. So, but
really,
I'll try to stay. I'm sorry, I keep going off topic here, but I'm trying to stay on it. I promise. But. I don't know, like, just kind of going into overall what my thoughts on the game are. I mean, it's good. Like I said, I'm enjoying it right now. I think the combat is, it's nothing revolutionary. It's nothing great. It's not bad. It's good. The lock-on can be kind of annoying sometimes when you got 3 enemies shooting at you, but for some reason you lock on to a pedestrian. That's a little annoying.
Yeah, no, right? Yeah, well. That's just that quick lock.
Yeah, but I tried doing it without that for a little bit, and I was more frustrating. I will say the cover system is a lot better in this one than 4.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't really say that. Oh, it's smoother and it's a little bit faster. But God, man, I hate I was having this problem online earlier with one of the crew members I was with. We were in the Los Angeles River, which is the Los Santos River, and we were trying to steal meth from these guys and like bikers and Mexican drug dealers. And I was like, okay, so we're gonna shit. What is it? We're gonna flank these guys. We're gonna go up to the top of the river. We're gonna hide behind these barricades, and then we're just gonna mow them down with our Uzis. Well, we got up there. They immediately noticed us, so I was like, fuck. At least we had the higher ground. So we just get into barricade, like we're shooting, we're in cover. Next thing I know, I'm getting peppered with like 8 bullets, and it's like my health bar went down from full with armor to I'm in blinking red. So it was like, what the fuck was that? So I had to take like 5 steps to the right just to get out of a guy who's in a pit, like about how big was that river? But it's like just at the bottom of the river, shooting up at me from behind a corner. And it was just ridiculous. And I was like, God, the guy was hiding behind a container, yet he still shot me from while I was hiding behind a... He shot me uphill while I was hiding behind a barricade. I was like, hold up, man, I have to get my health recharge back. So, the cover system needs to be worked on.
I'm not saying it's great,
more.
but it's better. But also, I complain is the driving. I feel like I'm racing on ice or driving on ice. Like,
see, I don't know about the driving, because the driving I thought when GTA 4 was pretty good.
You're the only one.
Yeah, I know. And like, I guess that's that hipster mentality. I was like, probably, but it's like now it seems like it was blended in with Saints Row driving. It's like they merged those two together, so you feel like you're driving realistically, but once you hit tapped by that car, you do like 800 donuts.
Or like you barely tap a car and you're flipping everywhere, or like if you're trying to turn, you're going at top speed. Like if you hit the A button, it's an emergency brake.
Do the e-brake.
You're just gonna do like 30 donuts, and you're gonna go flying right past the turn. Yeah. So like racing, I find racing almost impossible in that game. Driving or not flying, I've only done it a few times. Landing is ridiculously hard. I did that first mission with Trevor where you gotta land the plane. Like I flew through that entire mission no problem. I had to replay the last flying part.
Oh shit!
Because when you die, it's not like because when you go land, I kept I was going too.
Yeah, it restarts at that last checkpoint.
4 or 5 minutes of just nothing. You're just flying to the landing point. And I spent a half an hour last night trying to do that. And it'd be like that 4-second spot where you try to land the plane. Because you can't go too fast, but you can't go too slow. You gotta land. You can't drop too far. You can't drop too you gotta do smoothly. So I don't know. I find that frustrating. I know. I guess you could.
Oh, see, I didn't really have a problem with the flying and landing part. My biggest problem was when I'm driving from South Los Santos to Trevor's house over past the desert and making it there, and as a mission's going on, it drives me crazy because I hate driving in that game because it's quasi-realistic.
Yeah.
Like, the distance sucks.
Yeah, that's true. Especially with Trevor being in the middle of nowhere, yeah. And half the time because you can switch between 3 characters, and half the time when you switch to Trevor, he's out in the middle of nowhere drunk, and there's no cars around. I
got a story for that.
To me, I switched to him today, and he was drunk on the top of a hill, and there was the nearest road was 2 miles away, and the closest thing to me was a bicycle. So I sit there and but you can only tap A so many times because otherwise the stamina runs out, so then you gotta wait for that to recharge.
Yeah.
It took me probably 10 minutes to go 2 miles. It was frustrating. I don't know, but
see, for me, I switched over to Trevor. He was waking up from his drunken stupor. There was a biker shooting at me. I killed the biker drunkenly, and then I realized I'm on a fucking island, not connected to land or anything, and I'm probably about 1.5 miles out from the mainland. I was like, how the fuck did I get on this island when there's no boat around, and yet there was a biker with me? So there's no boat, so I just start swimming. It takes me about 5 to 10 minutes to get back to the mainland. And then at the part of the mainland where he was at, it was a hillside, and the nearest road was probably about half a mile away.
No,
I was like, "Fuck this shit!" I'm just
I would have gave up before that. But no, like I gotta say so far, like I think Trevor's pretty entertaining as a character, but I would definitely say Michael is my favorite one. I kind of looked at my times today and how much I spent in each person. Like I think I spent like 5 hours with Michael, like 2.5 hours with Franklin, and I think like another 2.5 with Trevor. So Franklin's okay. I don't dislike him as a character.
I like Franklin. I just don't like the people he hangs out
Lamar.
with. Lamar and fucking Tanya. You're fucking the hell out of me.
You know, guys, just cut in for like one moment. I got a couple good stories though from for Trevor. You know, there's this one moment while I was switching back from Michael to Trevor where it flashes to a strip club, right? And you have Trevor who's watching some dude getting like some sort of like watching some dude like looking at a stripper on the pole and stuff. Like he's getting a lap dance pretty much, and Trevor's all watching him. It's like, oh yeah, you like that, don't you? That was one moment.
Yeah.
And then the other moment was when I had triggered a random event, right? And so I go to this.
Know what you're talking about. I already know which one you're talking about.
I'm going to this random event. It's like in the middle of nowhere, and I see some people, like some guy in a van, like just broken down. So I go over there, and another guy just flanks me, and he knocks me out. And all of a sudden, I wake up, like, with no clothes except for my underwear, on the middle of a train track, and there's a train coming towards me, and I'm like, oh god, what the fuck? It's like, all of a sudden, it's like Trevor mutters the thing, oh god, not this again, as he goes off the track. And the funny thing is about it is, I'm just looking at this, like, oh, hey, I wonder if I can go to a mission or something, just being like this. So what I did is, I actually went through a couple missions, one where, like, later on and stuff with his friend Cletus, there's a mission doing something, and he's just pretty much in his underwear, just gunning down, like, a wildlife. And I went to a main mission, and here you are, you're just meeting with Franklin and Michael, and you see Trevor, he's just has his freaking sniper rifle, he's in his underwear, just like, oh, hey, what you gonna do here, guys?
Yeah, it's like I've had similar experiences like that, and it's like, except I don't play as Trevor, so you start the mission as Michael, who's in a kind of like morning suit, and then you see Franklin in this nice ass like $5,000 suit, and then Trevor just walks up in a nasty ass white t-shirt and his underwear, and it's like, oh man, come on, style. It's like It's funny because you have the whenever you first switch over to Trevor, he has the more money than any other other two people. I was like, God damn, dude, you live in a you have $100K
yeah,
on
start like
you.
180,000. Everybody else, like I think Franklin has like a few $100.
At that point, Franklin has like several hundred, and Michael has like.
I think it's like
2 or 3K.
I started with them. And you don't get money from doing missions, which I didn't realize it until like probably a few hours of the game. But
you get money,
like the heists and stuff. But like, so here's what annoying me. So you can do like the stock. You can do certain missions in the game where like you can do stuff to like certain that like kind of will hurt the reputation of certain like companies, and you can actually buy stock from the company. Like,
yeah, that's that was Franklin's.
Okay, well, I haven't
missions.
got that far yet, but like, there's.
Speaking of that, though, for the online, like I just got to the point online where your creative character gets a phone call from Lester, and he's like, "Come, you've been making a name for yourself on the streets. Come visit me." And you go talk to him. It turns out Lester, once you talk to him, allows you to put hits out on other players online.
That's cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah. And I was like, I would hate to be as soon as we get done podcasting, I'm going to do that just to piss somebody off.
Do it to Farva.
Do it to Farva.
I can't do it to I might do it to Fish because when me and him were playing last night, we decided we were going to rob a liquor store. So I got him in my car and it's like, do you want to be the getaway driver or do you want to be the guy that goes in? I'll be the guy that goes in. I was like, alright, I'll be right here. Well, he goes in, everything goes off, no fine, perfect. He gets the money. He makes the mistake of turning around to the guy he just stole money from, so he pulls out a gun. I'm sitting in my car, I'm watching this go down. He's about to get into the car, I pull out my gun, shoot the guy behind the counter from my car, and I pop fisherman into the skull that's in my car. I was like, oh shit!
Oh man!
Did you kid that? So what happens when he died?
Oh god!
Oh, he dies.
That's a Clax and Knuckles moment. Right
Did you get the money though?
I think he got the money, and I actually got in my car to go see if he dropped the money. And I was like, oh shit.
I don't know.
And it's like, it's funny because then we got another one with him. It was like, I'm robbing somebody, I forgot. But I'm escaping the cops. I see this player come in, like, it's like, oh shit, this guy's gonna try to kill me, I know it. So I go around behind the building, I see the cops come up, and I see the player comes up. The player drives through the cops and comes at me, so I just pull out my shotgun and blow the player away while he's still in this car. And then it pops up as like, Knuckles DNs kill Fisherman TS. I'm like, oh fuck. I was like, as soon as I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, man.
God, so mean the fish.
Yeah. Oh, fish got me back several times.
Kind of going back.
He whooped my ass in tennis.
But kind of go back to what I was talking about with the stock market. You can actually so there's missions in the game like you do for Lester, where he'll have you do something to it'll affect the company, but he'll tell you so it'll hurt the stock of this company, but this company will gain from it. So you can actually buy stock from right before you do the mission, you can buy stock for the company that's in gain from it. Then you can sell stock, make money after the mission. Well, for me, I don't know about you guys, but every time I try to go to buy stock from the BANSAQ, I think what it is.
Yeah.
You go on there. Every time I go on there.
Maybe.
Well, there's that one, but the one I need to go, the one I needed to go to for this one mission I was doing was BANSAQ. And every time I've gone there since the game has begun, it's down.
Yeah.
The servers are down.
I know. I've been having that same problem as well.
So it's and that's really because that's really the only way you can do side missions. But if you want to make a lot of money, you play the stock market with those missions, and it's frustrating because that's the second. I've done there's 2 or 3 missions now where you can do stuff like that, and I haven't been able to gain from it. And I don't want to. I don't know if that's an in-game thing on purpose.
Have you done the jewelry store house yet?
A while back.
Okay.
Okay, what? I'm trying to think. Have you gotten Packy yet from GTA 4?
Well, you can get. Oh.
Well,
you can actually get Packy from GTA 4.
Yeah, I have
Holy
him,
shit.
and I've done 3 heists with him.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was driving as Franklin, escaping the cops because I stole some material for a heist I was doing. And then there was a day event that showed up. I was like, alright, well, I guess I'll go through here. And it turns out there's these 2 guys that are, that robbed a liquor store, and they're arguing outside the liquor store because then someone was supposed to be the getaway driver. And then they say, it's like, hey, you want to make you want to make some money real quick? And basically you end up being their getaway driver. It's like, they talk about the events going on that went on in Liberty City, the bank heist, and everything else. And he's like, "Yeah, I did a bank heist in Liberty City." It was like, except for all my brothers are dead, and I don't know where where my friend Nico went. And so it was like, "Here's my number if you want to get together and do something later." And I was like, alright, cool, that's awesome. It's like, Packy McGreary has been unlocked for heist. And I did this can be semi-spoilerish, not really. I did the Union Depository with him. I did that. God, what was that heist where you were in that full EOD body armor? But it was like you just robbed some backcountry bank with full on EOD body armor, and God, Packy's awesome. It's like he's a gunman that has like 15%. That has 15%, but he is worth it for heist. No,
I've only done the one heist, the first heist with jewelry. And what I did the safe way. Like, you can go in guns blazing, or you can go in and just kind of do it like...
Whoever does the gun blazing.
Yeah, because you do the safe way, you get
a shit ton more money.
It's a lot easier. So I did the safe way, obviously. So I went cheap on, like, the getaway driver and the guy that does the guns.
Oh, damn.
Like, the guy that'll help you on the shootouts. But I got the best person for the hacking, so I got the most time to... So that was kind of my way, and I got all the money. I had no issues with anything. Is there an issue when you do like the cheap person when it comes to getaway driver?
Oh, see, I didn't really have any problems with I went kind of high end getaway driver. I went bad or crappy gunman because he wasn't going to shoot anybody, and I kind of went the cheap hacker. Because I knew the hacker.
Guy from the guy that works in the game place.
Yeah, and I got like $2.5 million out of it. I was like, all right, whatever. And then one of the guys hits the brick wall.
Yeah, everybody. That happens to everybody.
Yeah. Well, the guy that hits the brick wall, and it's like, I kept on driving. I was like, all right, whatever. Hopefully he'll get back up. It turns out I was talking with my coworkers, and I was like, he got off his bike, picked up that guy's bag, and it got back on his bike and drove. And I was like, son of a bitch, I didn't know you could do that. I was like, God, that's aggravating.
Because I heard that happens to everybody when he crashes. So I knew that you have to get off the bike and pick it up. So that's why I just picked it up and ran away.
Yeah, I was like, by the time I saw him hit the thing, I was already in the tunnel.
Oh, I was he was ahead of me.
I wasn't even going to go back.
That's why.
Oh yeah, he was ahead. I was ahead of him, so up until the tunnel where he passed me and then hit the wall. And I was like, what the fuck? He hit the wall as soon as I was driving through the tunnel.
Nice.
But
I don't know. Kind of. Jack, do you want anything to add to this? What do you think of the game so far?
Well, you know what? My thoughts of the game is it has been pretty enjoyable for the most part. I mean, I've actually liked a lot of the various small stuff that I can do. Like, say, you can do various things like golf or tennis or go racing, triathlon stuff. There are a lot of funny things you can do as well. Like, say, I don't know, like go to strip clubs and stuff like that and just get double dances, all that shit.
I got a thing about that strip club. Alright, it's you go to a strip club in GTA 4 or whatnot, you see pasties and on and what, it's no big deal. You expect that for a game to be kind of censored. And then you come to GTA 5 strip club where it's quasi-realistic. And there's no pasties on, and you should get that lap dance. And I was like, I'm ashamed now.
I haven't even gone into a strip club yet, so.
Well, there's this thing where if you switch over to Franklin, he's there's one mission, he's already at the strip club, so he's just sitting there.
Well, did you know that, did you know when,
damn it,
if you build up your meter long enough and stuff like that, when you're getting a lap dance or something like that, you can actually have the stripper or something like that and have her invite you over to her place and stuff like that, and you can actually add her as one of your contacts.
Yeah, I've done that.
Nice.
I've done that, and which is funny because I did that with the mission before Michael's family came back home.
I just did it with Franklin, because why not?
I did it with Michael because it's like Michael. Like,
spoilers! I don't want to know.
Well,
I'm not very far in the game.
I'm pretty sure you're past that point because you see the yoga instructor yet?
I did the no. I've only got.
Remember that part where you're breaking in?
I'm doing a lot of breaking in this game.
As Franklin, you were breaking into Michael's at the very beginning. Did you watch his wife in the kitchen?
I saw his wife in the kitchen with the tennis instructor.
Yeah, did you not see like some of the shit that's going on?
I remember hearing it because I remember hearing them talk, but I kind of just walked by him. I didn't even really spend a lot of time.
Like I watched it for like a couple seconds. I was like, "Oh my god, this is so funny." I was like, no, I really don't. But I was like, because like some of the shit, the sounds were pretty fucking funny. So I was like, I'm going to sit by the car real quick and just watch, like, listen to her real quick. He's like, yep, she's cheating on him.
Yeah, like the 2 seconds they're talking, like they're sleeping together. And then she sent that text to Michael about the tennis court they have. It's like, you got the tennis court, but you never use it. But my tennis instructor says I'm really good with my hands,
backhand,
and, like, the ball, backhand, like the balls and whatever.
Yeah, I was like, oh god, I wanted to kill that guy, but and then it turns out I was like, yep, they're sleeping together. Then there's a yoga instructor that comes in later,
and it kind of escalates from there. So
yeah.
Yeah, the shit with the yoga instructor is pretty fucking funny.
Well, I can't wait to get that. I'll be definitely playing more of that. Because there's not a lot to play.
Yeah,
well, I guess there's that Beyond 2, whatever is that?
I'm actually looking for. I saw the previews for that, and I was like, that game looks
it comes out next
interesting.
Tuesday. I might. It's gonna come out on Redbox. So I might Redbox it if I can.
I'm gonna get it because I returned
might as well just
Last of Us, and it was like,
I don't know. We shall see.
Well, I'll tell you that though. Like, just to get back to GTA 5, like for a little bit of time. Most of my time has actually not been spent like doing missions, but it's just been randomly just traveling across the overworld pretty much because
you were the only person.
Well, you know what? I like to go through that overworld stuff, and I like just to do various crap, like say as Franklin, just like dodging traffic head on, and then just I've actually built up a lot of maximum stuff with some of my characters. Like say let me see if I can just check here for. Let's see, I'm on Rockstar's social club site right now. So, for percentage usage here, the most usage I get is out of Franklin with like 40%. The next is Trevor, and then the last one's Michael, but, let's see. I'm looking at Michael's stats here. He's got max stamina, max flying. Yeah, I've done those flying classes. He's almost to max stealth. Let's see, lung capacity is the weakest one, obviously, but, I'm just reading over the statistics here. The longest chase that I've had is like 3 minutes, 6 seconds, but get this, though. On foot, I've traveled about 8.33 miles.
Dang,
holy
dude.
shit.
Well, that's nothing compared to some of the other...
If I walk 10 feet, I'm
here's...
aggravated. That just because it means I can't get in the
that's funny.
car.
Listen to what I got here for Franklin. It's like distance in vehicles, 202.59 miles. Distance on foot, 14.41 miles. Top speed, 212.40 miles an hour.
No.
Damn. I really want to say one thing real quick.
I've traveled 70 miles, 63 by car. Kind of looking at my usage. 38% Michael, 26% Franklin, 36% Trevor, and then I think really Franklin and Trevor, I'm just using them in the missions that I need to be used in. Pretty much Michael throughout the rest of it, but
I'll tell you what though, Trevor's truck
is
amazing. Yeah, you upgrade that bastard where it has like full on Zion lights, and then you have the like roll cage, and you have all those lights on top. And I was like, that thing will light up the midnight. So midnight, it'll look like it's fucking. I can't even talk now.
Well, you know,
I want to play
the
this
thing
game
about
now.
the thing about Grand Theft Auto 5, the things that I have not done, I have not upgraded my weapons like fully with all the characters. I have not even attempted to do any type of vehicle mods with any of their vehicles yet. But I've just been going over a lot of real stuff. Like, say, I've spent about 6.5 hours playing as Michael alone. Like, 9 hours and 47 minutes as Franklin, and like around, how many for Trevor? 8 hours and 20 minutes. So I'm looking like at a overall time here of like at least 24, close to 25 hours and stuff. But
yeah, I'm a little over 10 hours. So
I'm actually surprised you put in about 10 hours just in about a day.
Yeah, I didn't realize. I honestly put in about 4 hours this morning. So I picked it up Friday after work. I maybe played it for like a half an hour. So
that's actually pretty funny because I've beaten the game and I've only put in 12 hours.
Well, let me ask you guys something.
Wow.
So far, Gingerboy, what have you enjoyed the most about Grand Theft Auto 5?
Let me think about that. Wow.
You want me to come back to you?
I don't. Yeah, come back to me. I think about that. You kind of caught me off guard with that one.
Okay, Knuckles, what do you think? What's been your most favorite part about portions of this game? What's been fun for you?
Driving in that motherfucking blimp.
Tell me about this blimp.
Hell no. I hate that blimp. And I was like, alright, so... Yeah, I hate the blimp with a fucking passion.
I've never even done it.
And I was like, oh yeah, good, don't worry about it. And I was like, alright, so you got the blimp from pre-ordering the game, or being like the first, like buying like the first 60,000 copies or whatnot. And basically you get the blimp for the pre-order, so once you put it in, I put it in, get in the game. Like, but after I get back to Michael from the intro mission, I called the blimp. I was like, okay, so the blimp's ready for me. Then I looked and I was like, the blimp isn't coming.
Okay.
So I figured it'd be like a taxi, which I was fucking up being stupid because I thought this would be that type of game. The blimp is at the little airfield type area that it has, so you had to drive up there to get it. And I figured the blimp would be something special. Nope. It's just a motherfucking blimp that says atomic. Nothing. No features. Nothing. Like, no like super like Saints Row style attachments. Like, you don't drop a nuke from the blimp.
Oh, that'd be fun.
You can't do anything. Oh yeah, that would be fun. Just dropping missiles out of the blimp. I would probably enjoy the blimp more. No, like, attached rocket boosters on the side or anything. It was like, okay, whatever. It's a fucking blimp. I say the most satisfaction I've had was playing as Trevor with the RPG and shooting a fucking blimp out of the sky.
You can shoot a blimp out of the sky with an RPG. That is fucking amazing.
Yes. And I was like, I don't think I actually had a genuine feel of satisfaction by that. I was like, ha, suck it. But, but my actual overall experience play, the feel of doing the jewelry store robbery, just that first heist.
I really liked the first heist.
Yeah, that was going to be... Yeah, that's pretty much my answer as far as gameplay goes, is the... Because that's something I've been looking forward to, and I'm going a little bit of a tangent here. That is something, has always sounded fun to me. Like, when Kane and Lynch first came out, like 2008, when I first heard that you could do that online with friends, and so on Kane and Lynch, there's an online mode where like 4 or 5 people go on and you can like rob a place. But one of them, and nobody knows who it is except for the person that is undercover cop. And like the person can get more points depending on when they do it.
Oh.
And it sounded really cool in theory, but Kane and Lynch just couldn't pull it off. And that's something I've always thought would be really cool.
Kind of like that Trouble and Terror.
Really got me excited when I was like GTA Online.
Oh, something like Trouble in Terrorist Town type of deal going on where
what?
It's like you don't know, but one guy's it's like Trouble in Terrorist Town is a mod for some game I forgot, but basically I think it's a Counter-Strike mod. But you spawn on one team. There's one person that is actually on the other team that's a terrorist, but you don't know who it is.
Huh.
And
that's cool.
you basically go through the map, go around the map, and the terrorist's job is to kill off the other people on the team while looking like he's
exactly.
Still
this
part
is what
of the
that's
team.
like. No, I didn't care about that. I just wanted I think it's just kind of fun to do those kind of things where like the heists and things like that. It's just kind of like Ocean's 11 it kind of a little bit. I always sound like ever since Cannon West tried pulling off, I've always thought it'd be really cool. And that's the first thing that got me really excited about.
Me and you should get
Payday. GTA Online, you can go with your friends and rob a store.
I actually think me and you should probably get Payday.
I'm not like a...
Okay, all right.
I got too many other games.
All right, the Skype call.
Yeah, it's been doing it for me the last few minutes.
Yeah, same here.
I remember what you're saying.
Okay, so
but
talk about that. So
that was kind of my answer to was doing the heist. But I guess something different would be it's not so much gameplay features, but it's more I just enjoy Michael's interaction with his family. With like the he's got his wife that's cheating on him, like his kids hate him. He's trying to like bond with his.
Which is funny because his kids hate him because Michael fucking put the kids at that $1 million house, gave them all that shit.
No, it's me.
I know.
And it's like okay, so
it was like funny, like one of the early missions in the game, like the kids like playing the game, like playing an online game, and he's sitting there yelling at people. And then Michael's trying to watch TV, and he just runs in and just smashes TV with the chair, and just like.
It's like, you can't do that.
And he finds out like his daughter's filming, like they do like a bike race, and you find out like his daughter is shooting a porno on a boat. So he just like they're at the beach when this happens, and he just jumps in the water and starts swimming out to the boat.
He's like, you motherfucker, you knew this. That's why
you know what's.
I mean, stuff like that is just really funny to me.
You know what's.
But it's like I have a bone to pick with that though. It's like they're supposedly shooting a porno on that yacht. Why the fuck did they have guns?
Exactly.
Why would you have guns, man? It's a porno. You never know when that's gonna happen.
I mean, who the hell did?
It's like shit might go down with this girl I'm about to fuck on camera,
man.
So I'm gonna bring my knife.
It's dangerous business, man.
Yeah, I just don't understand. I just don't understand that premise of that mission exactly and stuff. You swim over to the yacht, you climb up, and pretty much you take your daughter back, and they chase after you with freaking Uzis and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like that. If there was a good place for that office, it was an Office Space meme.
Yeah.
You know the one that's Will Ferrell with the cup. It's like. Well, Will Ferrell look alike, whatever, I don't know. But I was like, but God, that would have been so fucking funny. It's like, that escalated quickly.
Well, anyway, guys.
Oh, you're telling me. No, that's Office Space. That's Anchorman, you idiot.
Oh, that's right.
Anchorman, sorry.
Well, anyway, let me just say this, though.
Yeah.
I kind of find it as playing as Michael. I like playing as Michael, because of, I can sympathize with him because his family's, like, pretty crazy, pretty much. I kind of find it ironic in a way where his family, his wife, his kids just are all like all up like against him, and pretty much just because you did such and stuff. You have no right to tell me what I'm blah blah blah. I just find it ironic that the people who are bitching the most about him are pretty much worse. I think in certain aspects, like his wife is cheating on him and was pretty much does not.
It's like, the way I see it, it's like Michael's
He's trying to protect his family, and his family in turn is treating him like a piece of shit. You have his son who's just basically a fucking loser who just won't get out to get a job. He's on his ass playing video games, getting high, and just cussing at random 12-year-olds on the internet. Where else you have his daughter, which is a...
that sounds familiar.
Dang it, I was going to make the same joke.
Then you have his daughter.
Like 90% of the people that are our age right now.
Then you have his daughter who pretty much wants to show everything that, God gave her. every piece
Every
of
piece
dog,
of her body
every
that she
piece of
has,
like,
yeah.
dignity that she has left, pretty much on camera or at some big Hollywood producer or whatever. So,
Or Laszlo, that guy from
Yeah.
the damn
well, let
radio.
me say something. I'm not too sure if Gingerboy is actually at this particular scene, but like, let me just ask him here, Gingerboy, have you gotten to that? Like, there's a mission where
Fame or shame?
fame or shame.
Yeah, when you chase.
With
Yeah,
Trevor
I
and
just-
Michael.
That's when
yeah.
Trevor and Michael first meet.
Yeah, because I was just saying, like, that whole mission in general, the first initial cutscene is like he's like Trevor and Michael are just watching her as she's just like just trying to.
He's pulling the Miley
Yeah.
Cyrus top deal.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like American Idol,
Yeah.
like kind of like you got to show your talent on TV, and she has like no talent.
And so she basically ripped
She
off
basically is
Just,
fucking
like,
twerking
doing
it in
strip
front of
dance.
like the camera and stuff, and Michael's just taking all offense and stuff, and he's and you're pretty much chasing after that producer and stuff. It's so funny that that toward the end of that mission, pretty much, it's like, oh, okay, it's like we'll leave him without his pants, and blah blah blah, and just take like embarrassing photos of him. I laughed so hard at that.
Yeah, that
freaking
was pretty
mission.
funny.
Yeah, and then it's like,
Dance!
I need some music or something.
I need some music or something.
That was a good
It's
scene. That was a good scene.
there's another scene with Michael, his
Yeah.
daughter, and that guy later on in the game.
Oh,
It's fucking fantastic.
oh
It's
man,
good.
If I can get to that game.
It's basically it's him in a tattoo parlor with his daughter, like because his daughter was doing
Oh,
something with
shit.
Laszlo again.
I'm not even at that part yet, but yet I'm
Yeah,
just waiting
it's-
for that.
Oh,
That sounds
man.
amazing.
Yeah, it's fucking funny. Yeah, you'll be laughing.
God, you know what?
and
Speaking about the
enjoying it,
missions,
too.
though, it's like the missions with Beverly, that celebrity dude. Some of those things are just really. I can't stand
cannot
that
stand
son of
that
a gun.
guy,
You know,
though.
it's just he's annoying. He's freaking repulsive at certain aspects and stuff. But there are some hilarious crap and stuff that happens with some of these supposed celebrities and stuff. Like there's this one mission.
The shit that I found was funny was the
Yeah,
chick
exactly.
getting nailed and on her deck
And she's
on her
supposed to
back
be this
deck
like this
in
teen
the back.
idol and stuff, but she's like in her mid-20s and stuff, and she's getting banged by this other like teen idol, and you're just taking the pictures here. They're just like going at it, and all of a sudden,
It's like,
all of a
man,
sudden the guy just
it's
looks up and is like, "What the fuck?"
But Beverly is one of these
Strangers and
or
freaks,
whatever
those
it
type
is
of
they have.
missions.
Strangers and freaks, yeah, it's one of those missions.
So you know what? Those Strangers and Freaks missions, those are the best parts about GTA. I mean, let me tell you something.
You say that, but God, Tanya was
Well,
one of those missions.
You know what? You take the good with
That
the
was
bad. I didn't
annoying.
like the Tanya missions either because I thought they were generic and fucking boring. But
Yep.
I liked towing the shit. Like,
Oh.
I liked the
Oh.
just
I didn't
towing
mind
random
it, like
shit.
it, but no.
I didn't mind it either, but like just having to hear her talking, it's like, I ain't getting shit out of this. So I was like, yeah, I'm not getting paid either.
Yeah.
I'm not getting
so why
paid.
the hell are you
so
reminding
why
me
am I
that I'm
doing
not getting
this?
paid while I'm trying to tow this stupid thing for your crackhead husband? You know, it's like, the most.
It's like, oh baby, move your seat back out. It's like, whoa, not the shit I wanted. I wanted fucking money, man. Or the fucking what is it from GTA Online? Lamar goes, I gotta get some. You want some cheese?
Yeah.
Give me some of that cheddar. Yeah, I was like, yeah, yeah, I want the
Well, let
money.
me tell you
Where's the
something.
money?
Like these,
Or I'll
I just
I'll
did like
keep
about
the
two
car.
of those Tanya missions, pretty much, and there's supposed to be like around, like at least 5 of them. I just did 2, and I'm just like, no, I'm not doing that shit, man. This is freaking boring as hell.
Yeah.
I did it just so I didn't have to
Yeah,
see it
that's
in my
true.
menu.
OCD got it best of me. I did like 2 or 3 of those towing missions.
I'll tell you one. I'll tell you.
But I did it just to have access to the tow trucks because, like, you see one of those security freighters or whatever, the armored carriers, and you have the tow truck. You just want to go up to it and just try to
I
jack
actually
it with
have
the tow
done
truck.
that. It's so funny when you have the freaking tow truck and stuff. You could actually back into certain cars, and while they're like while there's people inside there and actually hook up to them and drive off, and the people are just trying to exit out of their vehicles. Oh, what the fuck is this? But I'm trying to be honest here for a moment. When it comes to the actual, like, missions in general, I have enjoyed a lot of the Strangers and Freaks things over, like, the various, main mission ones, right? I mean, there are some main mission ones I really do like, but, I think a lot of it stems from me, like, I like certain characters and stuff. I like Michael. I kind of like Franklin to a certain extent, but I absolutely hate Trevor as a character. Because
Like, Trevor is funny. Like,
yeah,
the shit he has is funny, but I think it's just plain annoying. And it was like overall, he's like, just seeing him, like, when him and Trevor fight, or him and Michael are fighting, I was like, okay, that's annoying. And then after he hangs up with, like, the Asian dude, he throws, like, this little temper tantrum, like, as you're walking to your car, which I thought was funny. Kind of reminded me of Christian from early WWE.
That's actually a pretty good reference right there, because that pretty much nails it right there.
But what do you call it? It's just, like, he has some funny bits, like, but when you finally switch over to Trevor for the first time, it's kind of annoying. Like, it automatically put that hate into my head because, like, okay, he's fucking some other dude's girlfriend, and then not only did that other dude comes in, guess who it is? It's fucking Johnny from Lost in the Dam.
Let me say something. Well, let me say something pretty quick though in regards to that. When I see that first initial introduction scene and stuff, I'm like, holy shit, that's a pretty out there thing, He's there, he's banging that lady and stuff, and you have that meth head biker chick who's supposed to be the girlfriend of another, like, famous, like, rock star, like, character and stuff from the Lost in the Dam DLC, like Johnny, and pretty much you kill Johnny, and what was kind of funny was as Trevor, I see his girlfriend is still mourning, right? The loss of Johnny and stuff. All of a sudden, I back up and accidentally run her over.
Oh shit! I did too.
You did that too? That's
I did it on accident.
So was mine. Because it's like, well, you know what? It's like, he's dead. I might as well put her under her misery. Yeah, like. Yeah, you know what? I think that pretty much comes around circle and stuff. I think we've talked mostly what we wanted to convey with this. It's like, if anybody else has something else to
I believe we can go further, but we can make this a 2-hour podcast just on GTA, but I'm not going to. We could probably make this a 2-hour podcast just on GTA alone, but I'm not going to.
Hey guys, Gingerboy here. Just want to let you guys know that I had a bit of an issue there. For some reason my audio stopped recording right at that point. Luckily there's only about 2 or 3 minutes left and we just wrapped up the show. I just kind of want to go over what we discussed is that basically in the next about week and a half, expect about 4 podcasts coming out. We're going to do episode 16 right that you're listening to right now, and then in a couple days we should have episode 17. Then also I'm going to be hosting a very special Drunk Dashers podcast about the Breaking Bad series finale. I have a few pretty big guests lined up. I don't want to name names yet just in case someone has to back out, and I don't want to throw them under the bus or anything like that. But expect that hopefully Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. And then also expect episode 18 next weekend as well. Sorry about the issue, guys. Hopefully this is a one-time thing. But we will see you in a few days. Excuse me. A few too many beers there. Anyways, we're on iTunes now, so go on there, check us out, and if you like us, leave us a review, and we'll even shout you out. and Jack will send you his credit card number.